So I've been given a bit of a challenge. The team at Rampy & Co have asked me to come up with numerous looks, but only using a choice of 2 shirts. So let's see what I can come up with. So the first shirt I've chosen is a pale blue with a cutaway collar. Not white. I think a lot of people would have said, well, white is the most versatile, it's smart, etc, etc. I much prefer pale colours, and my favourite colour for a shirt, as you can tell today and probably from previous videos, is blue. Probably over half of my shirts are blue. Texture, I love texture. It's so versatile, it's more visually interesting, but the cutaway collar always looks smart when it needs to. So the jacket I've chosen is actually a beautiful cashmere blazer. Equally, this could be an elegant 2-piece navy suit, keeping it sort of maybe like a charcoal flannel trousers and brown suede shoes. Keeps that sort of smart look. As a suit, I'll probably go for black shoes. But anyway, back to the shirt. Tie is critical here for the formality, so I've picked my favourite little houndstooth tie, anchored with a beautiful pearl stick pin. Instantly elevates it to that sort of formality, perfect for weddings. And then to just lift it up that extra notch, I've added my favourite double-breasted waistcoat in a slightly unusual colour. You've probably seen me wearing a lot of beiges and buffs and biscuit coloured waistcoats, which are like the mainstay of my wardrobe. But this is a really lovely soft grey flannel, slightly unusual, but I just think it doesn't draw you away from any other element of the outfit here. And then, of course, a beautiful pocket square that just echoes all the other colours and brings something else to it well. So I think if you turned up at a wedding, you'd be definitely amongst the best dressed guests. So the second shirt I've chosen to complement the blue cutaway, also in the blue spectrum, obviously, but a more sporty shirt. I've gone for the classic button down in Oxford in a Bengal. Love this shirt. It's so versatile, as you will see. And it can be dressed up. I know we've had some controversy in the past with comments that can you wear a button down with tailoring? The answer is yes. Watch some videos, you'll see why. But then this is pushing out a little bit further. Can you wear a button down with a double-breasted? Very controversial. Again, I'm telling you now, yes you can. Look what we've done here. So it's a classic button down, what my American friend refers to as an OCBD, the Oxford Cotton button down in the classic Bengal, with a beautiful, subtle madder silk tie, and it's lovely double-breasted. I think this is getting dressed up. If you're going to a nice restaurant, you're going for something social and you want to look your best and you want to look a bit different, but you don't want to look like you're too formal, this is a really lovely way of dressing. Again, and then what I love about double-breasteds particularly is the way the pocket square is really showing out, because the double-breasted really makes a feature of it. So you're seeing more pocket square and slightly less tie. So I tend to consider, but I just love how you've got some really elegant, smart elements like the pocket square with the slightly sportier button down. I'd wear this with some sort of really chunky, heavy flannels and some loafers. That's a really lovely going out to a smart bar at the weekend look with Rose CBD. So a light blue cutaway collared shirt is probably the backbone of your business shirt wardrobe. It's where you see the most often. I think when the city of London was more formal, there's a sea of sky blue shirts. But that was for a reason, and it still looks good. This is what we'd now call business formal. It used to be just called business dress. And I've taken some really classic elements. The yellow tie was always referred to as a power tie back in the 80s and 90s for a reason. It's quite striking. And then I've tempered it with a very smart, simple linen edged pocket square. In the modern world, this is what you wear for business presentations. Maybe for a job interview where you want to look the best and look serious, grown up and smart, confident. Again, this could either be a navy blazer with some charcoal flannels or a 2-piece blue suit. So here we have the blue cutaway shirt worn with a slightly spring summer jacket, single-breasted, patch pockets, lightweight wool merino, herringbone pattern. And this is kind of going out the weekend, perhaps Sunday lunch. Probably it's an occasion you don't need to wear a tie, but you want to wear a tie, and I think that's what comes across. I love shantung. It's got so much texture to it, and it can look quite sporty as well as quite smart. But I think this is sort of an outfit you're going for a nice lunch. You're probably wearing it with some jeans, and you just decide, I tell you what, this tie looks so good with this jacket, I'm going to wear it. And I think the pale blue shirt with texture, easy worn with open necks, also smart, but I just think this is quite considered, quite creative. Someone who, if I saw someone dressed like this, you just knew they were into their clothes and like style. So here we see the Oxford button down in its natural environment. This is how I'd wear it most of the time. That perfect smart casual shirt, open necks with a beautiful cashmere blazer, fantastic. As I probably said before, I like my Oxford button downs a bit like my jeans. I prefer them a bit beaten up, a bit worn, a bit more interesting, a bit more texture to it. I think that makes it far more interesting when you wear it with cashmere, because the contrast between these people take the cashmere with the beaten up shirt. I like it in the same way I like beaten up jeans, washed out jeans with blazers. This is how most people wear them, open neck, smart casual. I like to undo the first button. It's controversial, but I think it looks more elegant, more relaxed. And I usually leave my cuff buttons undone. Sometimes I fold them over the edge. Controversial point here is the addition of the cashmere sweater over the shoulders. In the in-between seasons, sort of early spring perhaps, when you're going out, you've got another layer, you don't want to carry a jumper, you put it over the shoulders. Is it pretentious? Yeah, a little bit. Is it popular? Yeah, I like it. I think a lot of smart people I know kind of do it. I sometimes do it. Some people hate it. My wife absolutely hates it. Finally, isn't it beautiful how that pocket square just kind of adds that extra layer, brings in all the colours. You don't immediately look at it, but you know it's there. So here we have the cutaway collar shirt worn without a tie. Now, most people would say cutaway collars are formal, they're for a tie, and the shirt without a tie is buttoned down, and that's received wisdom. I disagree. I think a cutaway collar looks fantastic worn without a tie. And there's a secret to it, and I've done it on the previous video, but I'll mention it quickly here, is to put a little bit of a roll in your collar, like a button down, and make it sit within your lapels. This is very much wearing it without a tie, but with a jacket. Just frames your face like a button down would, with that gentle roll. It's very elegant, quite sophisticated. Again, I would leave a button undone. Jacket here is more of a summer look, and again, a beautiful pocket square, which has got lots of different patterns in it, but the colours are really tonal, so it doesn't scream, but it just looks really elegant and well put together and considered. This would be lovely for maybe a summer weekend afternoon drinks party. Really, really smart. Trousers probably go either way. If you're a bit more dandyish, it's a bit more of a dress-up occasion, you can maybe go for ecru off-white trousers. I love that look with some sort of brown suede shoes. Really smart. More conservative, less brave, I would go a shade darker, maybe like a mid-charcoal grey worsted tropical weave. But this is really to tell you, cutaway collar shirts look great without a tie. You might have a few in your wardrobe you've forgotten about because you don't wear a suit as often as you used to. Get them out, start wearing them. This could be you. So, Oxford button down, again, great shirt for wearing weekends, watching sports, particularly sort of on the cooler months. And you need to look relatively smart, maybe if you're a guest, you just want to show some respect, but you need to be comfortable. This is ideal because you can put a tie with it. I've chosen a knit tie to keep it quite casual but still respectful. Perfect compliment, I think, for a button down. And then to keep the weather out and to keep warm, the classic wax jacket. If when you get to the event you realise, hang on, I'm the smartest one here, I feel I've overdressed a few people. You've got numerous pockets in your jacket to keep your tie and a knitted tie. You just roll it up, put it in your pocket, and you feel okay. You could put a little V-neck sweater over that if it's particularly cold, you want an extra layer. I think that's really smart. Put it on knit ties. I think you may have probably seen, if you've watched some videos of me in the past where I've talked about the importance of the dimple, which I love. Knit ties, if you get a dimple, great. If you don't sweat about it. It's a slightly sporty look, particularly the button down. Knot it how you like it. And to complete this look, keeping it warm, keeping it practical, moleskins, heavy corduroys, and a pair of stout, sort of decent boots with a nice thick sole will keep you smart and keep you comfortable. The final look of this styling session is the most dressed down version of the Oxford button down, which is when you just leave the buttons undone. As you can see here, very casual, very relaxed, mixed with a smarter bomber jacket, which I really like here because it's not your typical bomber jacket, it's a slightly more luxurious version. It's in Laura Piana wool for a start, so a little bit of a high-low thing going on. Again, we've done a few videos on high-low dressing, worth checking out. Then to continue that theme, jeans and some sneakers would be the obvious combination for that. No, this is a great outfit for going down the pub having a few pints with your friends. But again, you could do a twist on that. I'd keep the trousers fairly slim. I won't go for a full pleated cut trouser, but you might want to swap out your jeans for maybe some needle-cooled slim leg trousers, and then rather than trainers, just maybe sort of a nice sort of comfortable rubber-soled chucker boot, for example. So still keeping it casual, comfortable down the pub, but some smarter elements. So how did I do? It was a great challenge set for me by the guys here. Hope I've inspired you how to take things from your wardrobe you've probably already got and wear them in different ways. As always, let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe.